Hey guys, welcome back. I'm just jumping right in, priming my lids real quick. This is the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion in Original. I always just layer this underneath my cream white base, just so that it doesn't move around. I'm using the Ben Nye cream colors in white. I accidentally filmed these out of order, kinda. I didn't realize that Indigo didn't come next in the rainbow. I don't know what I was doing, but it really doesn't matter. I'm just setting that real quick. I'm using that white, I think it's called Spotlight, the white in the James Charles palette. And I'm taking this like deep royal blue looking color, and I'm just taking a big fluffy crease brush from Amazon to put that in my crease. I kind of blended it towards like the outer corner too, and I just built the color up in the crease and up a bit, kind of blending it like from the crease upwards towards the brow bone, but not all the way up. And I just layered that color up until it was like pretty deep and a bit more smoky. And now I'm just going to deepen that up. I'm going to take this darker, slightly like deeper blue. I don't really know how you would describe this color. It's not quite as like purpley, it's more of like a deep blue. And I'm just throwing that in the outer corner, blending it up into the crease just slightly, not like really. I'm kind of blending it more on the lid than like up in the crease. I just wanted a little bit of definition in the crease and you know, a little bit more depth. But then I'm really going in and building this up on the outer corner. I decided to do like a half matte, half shimmer on the lid. And now I'm just blending those two together. I'm taking the same brush that I used with the other blue. And I'm just going to take my NYX Glitter Glue. And I'm using this little brush to just pat that on. And then I'm going to take the like shimmery blue right next to those other two colors. This one's also kind of like a royally blue color. And I'm just going to pat that right over the glitter glue, all over the like first half of my eye, inner corner, and blend it into the matte color. And then I'm going back to the dark blue to blend those two together and kind of just like blend the matte into the shimmer. I'm using this BH Cosmetics brush from the Smoky Eye Essentials kit. I'm going back to the old brush to further blend, just to get the crease looking defined. Now I'm going to line my eyes. So this is the Milani Studio Tech black eyeliner. It's in Blackest Black. And I'm doing a kind of thin wing. I did it a little bit thick because I'm going to put another liner over top, but I didn't want it to be too crazy since I'm doing a double wing. Well, I guess this isn't really a wing, it's more of a cat eye. And then I'm just, you know, doing the inner corner, kind of angling it like down in my inner corner to, you know, give the eyes more of like a cat eye look. Taking this silvery white glittery eyeliner from AOA Studios. It's in Spotlight White. It's like a, I don't know, it's kind of a mix between white and silver, if that is a thing. And I'm putting that on and getting it all over my lashes on accident, but I'll fix that. This liner is, it's still a little chunky, but I like it better than the gold one. It's less chunky and a little easier to work with than the gold one. And I just put that on and got it off my lashes and then put my mascara on. This is the Rimmel London Scandal Eyes. And I'm just building that up, getting it nice and intense. I am going to pop on lashes, but, you know, I need to have some mascara on. Now moving on to the rest of my face. I'm using this Lancome Prep and Prime Base Primer. This is just like a little sample I got. And I just put it all over my face because my hands had like blue eyeshadow all over them, so I used my sponge to, you know, spread that around. And then I'm going into foundation. This is the e.l.f. foundation in Coco. And I'm using, this is an AOA, the AOA Studios Wonder Blender. I'm using that to blend it in. I actually really like this sponge. It reminds me of the Real Technique sponge, but like without the angle, or without the, like, you know, without the sharp edge. But it actually might be a little bit softer than the Real Technique sponge now that I think about it. And we're just concealing. I'm using the Wet n Wild concealer in Dark Cocoa, the Photo Focus concealer, and just highlighting the like high points of my face. And then I'm going into this Sephora Gel Bright Future concealer. This is the color correcting one, so it's like an orangey shade. I just put this on because I was using the Wet n Wild concealer, so I wanted to just have extra coverage just in case. But to be perfectly honest, I'm not sure this color corrector really does anything for me. I don't know, it might not be deep enough. I can't decide. And I'm just powdering those highlighted areas real quick. And now I am going to conceal again with the Wet n Wild. I just set the color corrector because I read that that like helps, but like I said, I don't think it did nothing. And I'm using the AOA Studios loose powder in warm. Now I'm going to take my Maybelline Fit Me loose powder, and I accidentally put way too much on. I didn't tap off the excess, but I just blended that in. And then I'm going into the Fit Me pressed powder in 375, and I'm just going to use that to contour a bit. Once again, sorry about the lighting. Working with natural light is always interesting, I'm finding. I'm using the e.l.f. contour palette, and I'm taking that like deep matte shade and just adding it to the other shade, kind of deepen it up a little bit, bronze it, make it a little bit more bronzy and warm, because I think the other color looked a little too cool toned on me. And then I'm just contouring my nose real quick. I'm using this angled little brush from Eco Tools, and I'm just taking that same dark brown powder from the e.l.f. contour kit in dark, and I'm just, you know, contouring my nose, blending the line up to my brow. Now I'm moving on to blush. This is the Milani Romantic Rose blush. Just popping that on. This is a Profusion contour brush. And now highlighter. So I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Aurora Glow Kit, and I'm taking that like bluish shade. And I just decided to like really go in with that layer. I even wet the brush so that it would really like pop. I've been trying to get back into using this highlighter palette because, to be honest, the whole palette thing I'm like kind of over. I find that these highlighter kits, I don't use them as much as I did when I first got them, when I was really excited about them. So I'm trying to get back into this one, especially because the colors are a bit like less wearable. Highlighting my inner corner real quick. I'm using that same highlighter to do that, and I'm also going to use that highlighter on my brow bone. And then I'm taking my big fluffy BH Cosmetics brush to blend that highlight out. I also took that like nudish brown shade from the palette, and I put that in between the brow bone highlight and the crease color. But I'll show you that in a sec. That's coming. But I set my brows real quick. I'm using the e.l.f. brow gel in a dark brown to do that. And there we go. Now I'm taking that nudish eyeshadow color from the James Charles palette, and I'm just putting that in between the two. Kind of separate the highlight and the crease color. Also to blend out the highlight a bit more. And now I'm moving on to my lower lash line. I'm just taking the same two matte blue shades, the like royally blue color and the more darker one. And I'm just kind of alternating between the two. I focus the darker one on the outer half of my eye. And I'm using that same BH Cosmetics brush that I used earlier to, like put on that darker color. So I lost the footage of me putting on my lip color, but I used the QiBest liquid lipstick that I always use and the CeLavi lip pencil in Blackberry. So just enjoy some pictures of me, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Love you. Bye.